Let's drag Stunner in here.
Here we go, folks.
So tell us a bit about StunnerPony.
StunnerPony is an artist that my honey knows quite well, and he does a lot for like a lot of chubby arts.
Chubby arts.
Fetish art. Mostly fetish art, I believe.
Oh god, oh god. Is this? Are you trying to imply that me and Gonzo are chubby chasers, mean spirit?
No. I ended up seeing this guy's work. He does more than just chubby pictures. He does a lot of commissioned artworks. There are some fetishes he won't do, and some he will do. And in fact, Flutternight was kind enough to actually pay for a commission for me, and it was this Murder Shy wallpaper that he did once. It wasn't chubby or anything. It was anthro, and it was very cool. Yeah.
So yeah, so let's add StunnerPony to the call.
All right, let's do this.
What's up, StunnerPony? Welcome to the Mary Show.
Hello.
What's up?
How you doing tonight?
Pretty fine, actually.
Good. So, StunnerPony, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm Mexican, so
well, we won't hold that
I
against
don't know.
Absolutely not, man. I mean, after all, we had another Mexican brony artist not too long ago, Cloudmutt.
Yep.
In fact, we keep getting several artists from many different countries outside of the United States. So yeah.
Hey, many arcade shows worldwide.
Oh yeah, we're worldwide, buddy. So, anyways, go on.
Okay, well, I started with pony things and stuff about on 2 years ago, 2011. That's when I first heard about the show. I don't know. Sorry, I get kind of nervous about these things.
All right, I'm gonna simplify it for you. What inspired you to be an artist in the first place?
Well, if you mean drawing in general, I've been doing that my whole life. Since I can remember, I've been drawing and stuff. But even in school, I got always told that no drawing in your notebook because you get distracted and stuff. but
you were distracted anyways, but you enjoyed doing the arts.
Indeed.
First inspiration to draw?
First inspiration to draw? I gotta guess cartoons, like, the Looney Tunes and Ed, Edd n Eddy was one of the cartoons that actually inspired me to draw.
Nice. Any particular favorites in cartoons?
I shall return shortly.
Okay.
Go
on.
Particular favorite? Well, aside from My Little Pony now, I'd have to say Kids Next Door, I guess.
Cool. I remember that show.
It was a good one.
I was such a fan of that show.
I wonder what it was going to be like when they become teenagers.
Yeah, I actually wondered that, but that never was shown.
It'll be the teenagers next door.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite art style?
Sorry about that, folks. I just soda fall down behind me. Holy cow.
Favorite art style? Well, I guess 2D, I mean comics and graphic art. Not really much of a fan of 3D art, but I enjoy it from time to time.
Not much for the anime?
Not really. I've never been an anime guy. I've been some people have recommended me some animes like Evangelion and Sword Art Online, but I've never really watched them. The only anime I've seen from start to finish was Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, something like that. Yeah, well, I actually like that, but it's the only anime I've seen completely.
Probably because it was short.
Yeah, actually.
Okay. Okay, we got to inspiration. We got to take care of favorite styles. All right, I guess we go into See, you said you've been doing it since you were little, as far as you remember. When did you realize your art style was improving?
Well, I guess since what would be it would be about primary school. I don't know how these years are called in America. It's kind of different here in Mexico, so I don't know what the equivalent would be. But I guess it was about when I was 12 years old. I guess when I noticed a major improvement.
That's always cool. Um, did you ever think that you become a big artist as yourself as right now?
No, yeah, it actually never crossed my mind.
And but since you know it now, what do you think about it?
Well, I still feel kind of flattered, but sometimes I actually wonder, wow, do all these people really think I I draw good? Uh, I don't
Well,
know.
apparently so.
Apparently, yeah, apparently.
um, so okay. Before we actually get into your art style and your character, let's take care of the simple questions.
Hello.
Basically, of course, you're a brony. Um, would you consider what kind of level of brony you say you are? Are you just a fan of just the show?
I'm
Are you a
I'm
little
not
more
hearing you. I'm
as a I'm talking about the fan? Basically, he says you're a brony. What kind of level of brony are you? Are you just a fan of the show? Are you are you just like you like collect some of the items? Like a bit of little trinkets here and there, but or are you consider yourself like a hardcore of the fandom that
oh
has like
well.
cosplay and everything else?
Oh well, I wouldn't consider myself a hardcore brony. I've never actually been into a con or anything. But I do have little toys around here, and the Pinkie Pie plushie and brony T-shirts.
So you're a moderate, a
A
moderate.
moderate brony, I guess.
It's cool.
It's always cool.
Yeah.
Now we'll get into the brony questions, and I know Gonzo's going to enjoy these.
That's because they're the
Meanwhile-
only ones I know.
And meanwhile, I'll be taking. Yes, Gonzo.
Sorry.
I was gonna say, I'll be taking tabs on every answer he gives because we're on a streak right now. Luna has been dominating the best princess question.
Are you really keeping score of that?
Yes, I am.
Wow.
For a moment, I thought that's all I needed. That's all I ever know. And somehow you're on a lower tier than I am from some odd reason.
No, we're not lower or off or anything like that. We're just us.
All right, fine. Let's skedaddle through the quick.
Yay.
How did you discover My Little Pony?
Well, that actually was kind of a funny story. So, I was on DeviantArt, and well, I had an account before on DeviantArt, and I started noticing some artists that I followed. Well, started publishing pony drawings. One of them, which really caught my attention, was Tom Preston. So he published a Rainbow Dash drawing in what it was May 2011, and I was like, well, I don't know. I've been seeing many artists publishing pony stuff. Maybe some kind of inside joke. Maybe there's some innuendo in the show or something. So I looked for it. I at first I thought it was a movie, and then I discovered it was a show. And well, in my curiosity of knowing what was it all about, I started watching the show, and before I knew it, I was on episode 13.
Wow. All
Yeah.
right. All right. Now let's see about the favorites from the series. Like your favorite episode that you've seen.
Favorite episode? That's a tough one. But I'd have to. Wow, that's really a tough one.
If you're unable to pick, we can accept your 3 favorites.
I think one of my most favorite episodes was the Cutie Mark Chronicles, or yeah, I think that was called the Cutie Mark Chronicles when everyone tells about the story of their Cutie Mark.
Yeah, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, yeah, the Cutie Mark Chronicles. Then I'm sorry, I don't really remember the names of the episodes sometimes.
Well, I can help you.
Uh,
You can describe the episode.
then this episode where Trixie is back on town, challenging Twilight. If you got it.
Magic Duel.
Magic Duel. Yes, and the Royal Wedding. I actually love the Royal Wedding.
All right. Now let's go down favorite characters, like your favorite out of the main 6.
Out of the main 6 only, Rainbow Dash, I have to say.
All right. Let's go with background pony. Your favorite.
Favorite background pony? Lyra.
All right.
It's been a while since we had Lyra in the background pony. We've always had Derpy for some reason.
Yeah, I like Derpy, but I'm really more of a fan of Lyra than Derpy, actually.
Derp.
All right. Well, I'm gonna hold him. I'm gonna hold T-Bone off because I think he's frothing at the mouth. Favorite
really.
Cutie Mark Crusader.
Favorite Cutie Mark Crusader? Wow, that's a tough one. Having to choose between 3 little cutie feelies. I go with Sweetie Belle.
Okay. Fine. I'll guess I'm gonna have to let T-Bone have his cake and eat it too. Favorite princess.
Luna. I'm gonna make T-Bone's day and say Luna, actually.
You know what? I'm not at all, at the very least, surprised.
No, I guess no one is at this point.
True. True.
Villain. Your favorite villain.
Favorite villain? Chrysalis.
And now the very least favorite character of all. The one you really don't like.
It's gonna sound like everyone else, but it's probably King Sombra.
We heard different answers for them, so no surprise.
Oh, really? I actually know a lot of people who dislike King Sombra, and I think of it kind of like a cliche. No one likes King Sombra, but
Well, you don't really give him a chance to actually give him anything to work with, except for a few words, and that's it.
yeah, I think that's the reason why I don't like it.
It could have been written better.
Yeah, a lot better.
Yeah. All right.
I believe I'm being summoned. Hold on one second.
All right, go ahead, Timo.
Okay.
Go
Take
ahead.
over. Take over, Mean Spirit. I think I'm done with my bit.
Do you know your bit?
Yeah.
What is your favorite thing about the whole entire My Little Pony Friendship is Magic?
Sorry, what? I didn't quite get.
Your favorite thing about the whole entire, the whole entire deal you've watched of My Little Pony. What is your favorite thing about it?
My favorite thing about all of My Little Pony. I guess what really got me into it and what I really love the most is the animation. I actually love the animation in the show.
Oh, cool.
And yeah.
Now, let's talk about you now.
Sorry, what?
Let's talk about you, about your characters and your art style.
Do you mean to tell you about it? Sorry, I.
It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, we got questions for you on this one.
Speaking English is kind of hard sometimes.
It's okay. Take your time. We know a lot of your, drawings of basically of big chubby ponies, basically overgorging themselves and whatnot. What got you into that?
Well, that's actually not. Well, it's kind of recent. I had never been into it before, but well, I started watching some art and other artists, and I kind of liked it for some reason. I still really don't know why. I still ask myself the same question. Why do I like this? I don't know. I have weird fetishes.
Well, there is more to you than just chubby art. I do remember that at one point you tried an Ask blog, and one of your characters was StunnerPony. Could you give a little background as to your Stunner Pony?
Oh yes, the Ask blog. Actually, that was the first thing that I did on Tumblr before the club blog. The club blog has only been about there for about a year, I think. When I started the Ask blog, Thunder Pony, it was when I started watching the show, 2011. Well, it all went good for from the beginning. I mean, I was getting some questions, I was answering it, but then it got to the point where neither I was enjoying making the posts. It felt more like a chore than a hobby, and most people were not sending questions anymore. So I was like, I'll close the blog and
Uh,
stuff.
I guess some people are more into, characters that they actually saw from the show than actual OCs or something like that. It's
Yeah,
one assumption, but
no, it's actually somewhat true. Even if they are spin-offs of the characters, like Ask Twilight the Pirate for some. I don't know. I'm inventing,
uh,
making things up.
Iron Dash, you
I
mean?
or
yeah.
Pirate Dash or something. But when it's when I what from what I have seen, people are more likely to follow blogs when it's about a background pony or a main six pony or some other pony that actually appears on the show.
Jesus.
with
Yeah,
with
kind of
those,
sad. It's a sad truth, really.
yeah. But I wasn't really disappointed when I ended my Ask blog. I enjoyed it for what it was, and well, when I closed it, I was really more. It was really because I was feeling it more like a chore to post every week, than rather than a hobby and something I enjoyed. But I don't hold any grudge on anyone or on the blog itself.
Well, that's always good. So now you do commissions now and do other other type of arts. Do you find yourself that you're going to be stuck with doing pony style, or do you feel like you're going to be stretching to do other styles as well?
Well, I think for the time being, I'm gonna stick with pony stuff. But I mean, it never hurts to try something else, and especially fun fact, I want to study digital animation, so I think it's going to be necessary at some point to change my style from anthroponies and stuff.
That's always going to be fun.
Definitely.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just gonna stick with it for the time being, and when the time comes up for me to change, or when I find something more interesting to draw, maybe I'll start doing something else.
Have you ever tried furries?
I actually once tried when I was like 16 years old.
Really?
I Yep, I tried fairy art with,
Uh-huh.
because a friend of mine at school actually drew that, and well, still draws it. I was really intrigued by it and started looking for it on the internet, and I was like, well, this is kind of nice. I tried it, but I failed miserably. I really don't know how to make all the different faces for those animals.
Have you ever thought about ever trying again, since your arts has improved by a lot?
Maybe I'll try it again, but as I said before, I'm gonna stick with the pony stuff for the time being.
Okay.
Always a good starting point.
Oh yeah.
Yep,
Yep.
that was not
Kind of.
intentional.
Yeah. Just I know you do a lot of strange fetishes, but what is basically the kinds of fetishes that you would even turn down, even if you were commissioned for?
Gunzo.
Oh, uh, what are the fetishes I would never draw even if I'm paid for it? You mean that?
Yeah.
Basically, is there stuff that you won't do?
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the more
yes.
proper word.
I have two very specific fetishes that I will never draw. One of them is hard gore, like ripping organs out and stuff. I
I guess
don't.
I guess you won't be seeing any Attack on Titan references from StunnerPony.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of that on Tumblr, and really, it's not really appealing to me. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't have anything against people that like it. It's just not my thing.
Yeah.
And the
Too.
second thing that I would never consider drawing is scat. I think it's called.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, can we just move on, please?
Yeah, let's move
Yes,
on from
please.
that. Let's so before because people might be eating right now.
Oh no. God.
I got a few questions. I got a few questions I'd like to ask.
Shoot away,
Sure.
T-Bone.
All right, and oh, don't ask, Cyan. Please don't ask. Okay, all right. Anyways, I've got to ask you a few questions, and these are also Brony-related questions, but it's more about the fandom. It's more about the fandom, and I want to know your personal opinion on a few things. First one being the most obvious. What were your thoughts on Equestria Girls?
Oh, well, it's actually. I feel kind of ashamed of my first thoughts because I kept criticizing the movie for months. I would go ranting nuts non-stop with my friends at school because, well, some of my friends that are at school are bronies, so we talked about that things. I was ranting, I was angry, and I was like, "No, it's gonna be a piece of shit. It's just a corporate move by Hasbro to make a challenge to the Monster High stuff." And I was very angry that they actually decided to make the movie. And then I went with those same friends to watch the movie, and I think I was the one that liked the movie the most of all of them. So I don't know if I'm a hypocrite or if
No, we wouldn't consider it a hypocrite, personally.
You were just misguided.
Yeah, I was really misguided, and I was guided by all those rants on Tumblr and Pony forums and Equestria Daily, and well, everywhere people was complaining about it. So I think I got caught up in the bandwagon of.
Yeah.
I'll admit that I was one of them. I was one of them who was whining about it.
I was too. I was too.
Oh dear Lord! It seems like I was the only same one that goes. Come on, you just saw a trailer of it.
There was many people actually thought it was actually give it a chance. Even Flutters even knew they give it a chance.
But I thought he was talking about people who are actually bitching about it just by the trailer alone.
Yeah, I think that was me.
Yeah, I would.
Oh,
What?
that?
Someone is cracking fireworks outside my house for some reason.
Oh, I thought someone was playing the drums.
or using one of those big giant balls with a rubber band attached to it.
Oh yes. No, it's kind of annoying. They do this every single weekend. I think it's a church nearby, but
If it's a church nearby, just wait until Sunday morning. Don't do it Saturday night.
Right.
Nice.
Anyways, moving on. Let's move on to the next question.
okay. Oh god.
All right,
damn, it's
and
so
this.
loud.
All right, seeing as how you've seen every episode, I have to ask your opinion about the most recent season finale, which was way back in February. By the way, everyone, we're only about a month away from the season premiere.
Oh yes, I can't wait.
What was your initial reaction to our dear Twilight Sparkle turning into an alicorn?
Well, I actually kind of accepted it. I heard the rumors at first. Twilight's going to be an alicorn, and at first I didn't believe it. Then, when it was confirmed that she was going to turn into an alicorn by the season finale, I was kind of disappointed. Not angry, not ranting, just disappointed that the decision was made because I think it would have been more appropriate for Twilight to become an alicorn on the series finale rather than on a season finale. I don't know, that's just my opinion.
And you know that Lauren Faust reacted to that by almost becoming the Hulk, right?
I had no idea actually.
You should see her. You should have seen her DeviantArt. It was hilarious.
Oh my god, she was angry at it?
No,
So
no, she was just playing around. She was just playing around because she was already done with the show, so she was like, whatever.
yeah.
Though personally, it's just I I'm glad that all of Twilight's friendship reports and her studies and whatnot are finally got some results. How she's pretty much a princess in training.
Right, of course. But aside from that, I mean, if I may ask him a few questions not related to the art or My Little Pony or anything
Go
like
ahead.
that.
Okay.
Any other fandoms you're in by chance? Like, are you a fan of Attack on Titan? Are you into Doctor
Uh,
Who or anything like that?
We've established that he doesn't like Attack on Titan.
Okay, well, I'm just
Yeah.
He's just
what other
asking.
Yeah,
what
making
other
an example. Yeah.
fandoms?
What
Other
other
fan?
fandoms? I mean, well, I think maybe mostly the Avengers fandom. I guess. I mean,
Oh, I see.
I'm not a diehard fan of the Avengers fandom. I don't ship Loki and Thor, and I or the Science Bros. I don't make any of that. I just like the comic books and the movies. But any fandom really? I think the only fandom I'm in right now is My Little Pony fandom.
Oh, so you haven't
Uh,
ventured off into other fandoms like, say, Homestuck, or have checked out what Whovians are up to?
yeah, no, big fandoms. I not seen any of them. If Halo games were considered a fandom, I think that would it. That would be it. But
I
away
think they
from
Oh,
have that kind of fandom.
sounds to me
they
like
have a
someone's a
fandom.
gamer.
Yeah, I'm a big gamer.
What kind of games do you prefer?
Well, mostly first-person shooters, but I'm
Oh, I'm sold. I'm sold. This guy's awesome.
Anyway,
well, I like first-person shooters. Um, I mean, mostly any first-person shooter you throw at me, I will like it. From Halo to Call of Duty to Battlefield 3 to Bioshock Infinite, which I recently finished this weekend. um, this last weekend, I mean. um, but I'm also a really big fan of RPGs, and that's kind of recent. I had never played RPGs until Skyrim came out, so I'm kind of new still to it.
Skyrim.
Oh yes, I love Skyrim so much. I think it's one of the best video games I've ever played in my life.
All
Yes,
right.
Nice.
I
All right.
fangasm all over Skyrim.
All right. One more question regarding gaming and whatnot, and then I'll turn it back to Mean Spirit.
Sure.
Uh, and this concerns a certain survival horror game. Have you,
Hmm.
by any chance, come across SCP Containment Breach yet?
Oh no, no! Don't even remind me of that.
Somebody had a
No.
confrontation with Billy.
I had to change my pants after I played that.
Oh, come
No,
on.
it's.
Silly just wants a hug from you.
I'm actually a really scary, easily. I don't know how it be. I'm easily scared. I don't like those kind of games. I mean, I played it because I thought, well, it should be fun, but oh my god, it was horrible. And same with Slender and Slender the Arrival. I actually bought Amnesia on the last Steam sale because, well, I guess it's $4. It couldn't hurt, and oh, it's horrible. Everything is so wrong. No, oh, it's terrible. I'm not really into horror games. I go away crying from them.
Oh, you should totally see Markiplier's Let's Play of SCP.
Oh,
It's
I love Markiplier. I have seen his videos on the SCP, which is actually what made me curious about playing it. That and
great!
Amnesia.
Great! I got 3 people I know who's fangasming over Markiplier.
Oh yes, he's Markiplier. He's
What my
awesome
misery know no end?
and he's so sexy.
Yeah.
trust me, Gonzo. Sooner or later, just wait till we actually get Markiplier on the mini arcade show. That
Oh
would
my
be
God.
a big.
Please tell me when you actually do.
I can hear it all. I can hear it already as it begins. Hello, everybody. Markiplier here, and I'm here actually being interviewed by the Mini Arcade Show.
Yes, it would be so awesome. I don't know. I fangasm over Markiplier. He's the best. I don't know.
Well, we'll shall see. Well, we ran out of time for you, so we're going to have to move on to the next person. So,
Hold on. Let's one. We gotta do that. We gotta do the traditional last
One
question.
last question.
we got the last question. You didn't let me finish, did you? Did you? Did you? You didn't let me finish, did you?
Shame on you, Timo.
Aww.
For that, you don't get to ask the final question.
I wasn't going to. I was gonna let you do the honors.
Ah. If you have any words of inspiration to other artists out there or becoming artists, or maybe you want to inspire somebody to become an artist, what words of wisdom will you give to them?
I never thought about that. Um, just well, it would be. I don't know how to merge everything into a phrase. It's more like an idea, but um, I've always think about art, about something I like people to like. I want people to like my things, but at the end of the day, if they don't like them, it's their problem. So if you draw, if you write stories, if you do any artistic kind of thing, just don't let people saying that they don't like them stop you from doing it, because you will improve over time. So just don't listen to people. Actually, do what you like, and if they like them, that's a big plus. But it's not a requirement to do it.
So true. So true.
Beautiful, man. Just beautiful.
Yep.
Thank you.
So, thank you for coming on to the show here. And,
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, no problem. It's an honor. So, anyways, thank you for joining, and we'll probably talk to you later.